And so, seaty comfy bowl on the back of this enormous buzzy most of the fly, they took it off like an escaped velocity of the rocket floating into orbit. Now, after floating high up over the mountain, through the deep valley of that, for 7 whole long days, they did a very soft and flat belly landing, if I may put it this way. Where they landed, a tranquil beauty spot before a deep thundermold of a foray. Like Orpheus and the undergrowth, there it was, and the fly said it, I must leave you here. And he pointed here with his sort of fly-type fingerhold, it was all feathery, and said, Mad John, mark the words. He liveth in a cave there in this far deep foray, and he will transport for you and find it not only the moon itself which you look at, but the philosophy of life to itself. And Stan had a mutual joy for this, and reach up and cuddly most of this big fly, and very hard to embrace it and most and kissing, and the fly tickling with his whiskers in his eardrobe. But off he went.
Was an old man that lived in the greenwood. Nobody knew him or what he had done, but mothers would say to their children, beware of Mad John. John would sing with the birds in the morning, laugh with the wind in the cold hand of night. But people from behind their curtains said he's not quite right. John had it sussed. He was living the life of a tramp. Yes, his bed was the cold and the damp, but the sun was his friend. He was free. So here was a wise one who loved all the haters. He loved them so much that their hate turned to fear, and shaking from behind their curtains, the loved ones would hear.
So Stan walked towards the cave, and in his mind, mark your word, Mad John. Deep focus on this, all a tremblowed, looking into the dark and peering into the backgrove of black in there, and then appeared Mad John, in fine foldy silken robes, all whitely hair, scintillating beard and dangling. Well, the beard must have been 34 years old to grow it all night load. What? And he was glowing with a friendly light. Oh dear, joy, and a voice full of a cockney, all joy of life and live it emanate from the cockload of his heartstrings. Called to see you, man. What's been your hang-up, man? I waited 7 whole days for you. Not still worried about this scintillating moon and dangly, huh? Stan, yes, that's why I sorting you out here, and trittly how on the back of this fly who told me. And John linked arms with him, and walking out stepper by stepper, and he pointed with a cockney forefinger, there, up in the heavenly abode. What? Stan realised now, which it struck him like a smacker o' blurdy which come out for a turn he never thought us before. As the sun rises in the early morning, so the recoil of the moon on the eve. And he thought, Now, the fly had something extra special you thought to say to me if you wold. And John looked at him, and attracting earnestly of his eyeballs, straight nose to nose and eye to eyeball for it. Of course, I nearly forgot it. Just you listen.